night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chance alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry and get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chance alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry and get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Super Speedway Unlimited Saturday Series, season number 19, round number 4 here tonight at Atlanta. Sponsored tonight by Mark Mann. So a big shout out to Mark Mann out there sponsoring tonight's race. A big shout out to everybody out there in chat. And of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. I know it says we've got about 49 minutes of practice, but that's not the case. Had to do a new lobby, but we're going to dive right into it here tonight. Got an air temp of 69, a track temp of 88, 120 laps out here tonight, 180 miles. Unlimited tires. I mean, this is the Unlimited Series. Why not? A 45% fuel roughly is going to put us in the ballpark of about 20 to 25 laps, give or take, plus or minus 3 to 5 laps, depending on if they save any in the draft here at Atlanta. Pit road here at Atlanta, of course, a little tricky. You got to get start coming down pit road at the entrance to turn number 3, as we're going to see here. One of the guys there diving down, that's where you start to enter pit road, or the entrance to pit road is at the entrance to turn 3 there. So, but pit road is 45 miles an hour with a pace speed here tonight of 55. Now, we're going to jump into the point standings here tonight. A couple things we're going to mention while we're doing this as well. Of course, the first thing we've got to mention is Adam Kilday here tonight, folks. Adam Kilday coming into, season number 19, just dominating, when it comes to the win factor. Winning races round 1, 2, and, of course, round 3 last week. Of course, puts him in the top spot at 141 points. And nobody else has won any races because Adam decides he's going to win them all this season, apparently. So, Adam is just on a tear. He's the guy that's, having to be beat. And everybody knows it. Everybody's gunning for Adam. It's going to start, I think, here tonight. I know there's got a lot of hungry drivers out here tonight as well. But Rick Sanchez in that P2 spot at 113 points. Travis Elliott sitting in that 3rd place at 96. Christopher Jordan in 4th at 95. Mark Mann is sitting at 91 points, sitting in that 5th spot tonight. Also marks an incredible milestone for Mark Mann. Tonight is his 798th OP racing start, the most ever by any driver in the history of OP. So Mark Mann has set really a high record, and I think that is going to be hard to beat. The longer Mark Mann keeps stacking up those starts, these guys are going to have to, they're going to be going to be hard to beat. Everybody going to be gunning for that as well. And Forrest Sparks sitting in 6th at 88 points. Jeff Crosby Sr. at 7th at 87. Gabe Butler, Helder, all 3 tied for 8th at 84 points. Anthony English, they're in 10th at 82 points. Jimmy Reynolds, James Mayer tied for 11th at 81. Dana Shepard in 13th at 80. Andrew Schroeder in 14th at 79. And technically tied for 15th, but rounding out the top 16 in the point standings is Jason Berg, Andrew Danto at 78 points between the two of them. And, like I said, going back to Adam Kilday here, Adam, he's going for his 4th win here tonight. And, of course, that would be, 4 in a row, too, for that number 85 machine. So, although the stakes are high for Adam to continue that winning streak, there's a lot more at stake, too, of him losing that streak as well here this evening. But, we're going to go ahead, enough of that. We're going to step aside, play the national anthem here tonight, folks, and qualifying should be underway when we come back.
twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land under the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying just now getting underway. So we're going to be able to catch all of qualifying here. Let me go ahead and get down onto these drivers. Now, we got some storms rolling in and even some tornado warnings out in my neck of the woods here, too. So I am going to be keeping an eye on all that, but I think right now, I think we're okay. But I am going to be watching that on my phone here too. So but I think as of right now, I think we're okay. I'll keep an eye on it. Of course, things change. I'll definitely let everyone know out there in chat. But we do got drivers out here on the track. Brandon, Belva, Dylan out there in chat already here tonight. How are y'all doing here this evening? Rem Wyatt, Rick Sanchez, Dustin, Harold, Dwayne at the exit of pit road. Ron Walters, Anthony English, Vicente, Ryan Whitaker, Alex Green, Andrew Schroeder, Dave Hunt, Brett Wolf, just to name a few out here on the track. We already got times rolling in now. Dustin Loxton right now at the top spot here. Adam Kilday going into P2. Ryan Whitaker into third. We're going to watch, looks like another tornado warning is being issued. Jason Berg up in the top spot here this evening. Ron Walters, Vicente at the exit of pit road. Dick Wing, Brett Wolf, Dallas Childers. Right now, nobody has beat out Jason Berg yet. Doing good. Well, that's good. That's good. Where's your uncle at there, Dylan? Notice he's not in chat yet. Scott Warren out on the track. Right now, though, Jason Berg has the top spot here in qualifying. Just under 2.5 minutes left here. Go ahead if you haven't already, though, folks. Hit that like button here tonight. Only got 2 likes. We've got about 13 of you out there tuning in. Jason Berg, though, at the moment, all right, still watching here. Looks like Jason Berg still holding there. Vicente out on the track here, as well as Scott Warren. Scott Warren going to go up into third here in qualifying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he said, I think Old Farts is running tonight, so he's running with his people. Rick Seabrand's coming rolling out here. He's got time. Right now, nobody has knocked off Jason Berg yet. I don't see Berg in Discord, so that's a good one, Belva. There's like liquor in there, so you had to do it yourself, huh? Gotta do what you gotta do. Coming down to the final 30 seconds left, we're going to see here if Dwayne Corbett or Rick Seabrands knock off Jason Berg here. Rick Seabrands with a 32.228. That is not going to be enough for the top spot. And Dwayne Corbett looks like we'll be able to finish his lap here. And the final second, 32.212. That is going to put him up into fourth, but it is going to be Jason Berg grabbing the pole out here tonight for Atlanta. Congratulations to Jason Berg on the pole. I do not see him in Discord. So we'll go ahead and just grid them up here. All right, well, let's go ahead and do some gridding up here tonight, shall we? Jason Berg grabbing the pole out here tonight again. Congratulations to Jason on the pole. Gabe Butler going to start on the outside of him in second. Scott Warren third. Dwayne Corbett in fourth. Dustin Loxton fifth. Rick Seabrand sixth. Andrew Zonto seventh. Anthony English in eighth. Rick Sanchez ninth. And Vicente Guerrero 10th. John Spizek in 11th. Adam Kilday going for his fourth win here tonight. He's going to start 12th. Ryan Whitaker 13th. Dave Hunt 14th. Nick Wing 15th. Ron Walters 16th. Nathan Moore 17th. Christopher Jordan in 18th. Alex Green 19th. And Jeff Crosby Sr. in 20th. Brett Wolf, 21st. Andrew Schroeder, 22nd. Jerry Bergeron, 23rd. Harold Rothery, 24th. Brim Wyatt, 25th. Dallas Childers, 26th. Stephen Miles. Nice to see Stephen out here. He'll start 27th. Joe Thompson, 28th. John Stevens, 29th. Travis Elliott, 30th. Rondale, 31st. Bubba Winningham, 32nd. Forrest Sparks, 33rd. Everett Norris, 34th. And that's going to ride out our field here tonight. 34 trucks out here tonight. Good field, good field. All right, well, I got a poll up. Sure y'all have already seen that. Several of you have already voted on that. Like we got about 4 votes. Right now, the 3 of you are saying that Adam Kilday will not get his 4th win here tonight. Okay. Well, 120 laps here tonight. Figure that out. Tim Martin in chat here tonight. How you doing, Tim? All right, well, that pace truck will dive off here to the safety of pit road. And we will go on a green flag here at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta for round number 4 of season 19, sponsored by Mark Mann. Here we go, folks. Green is out and boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at Atlanta. Lap down and 119 to go. That is going to be Jason Bird going to lead the first lap. Oh, we've got a car already up in the wall. We've got a wreck. Whoa. 14, though. Oh, it looks like Ron Walters. Man, I think I've seen a bunch of stuff happening out on the track. Let's get on the 14, though, of Vicente here. And it looks like right there, Vicente gets into the wall. But if you go back a little bit further, Ron Walter and the 21 machine also got into a pickle here. And it looks like Ron is going to come down right there, overcorrecting it through the tri-oval here, and took out the 21 machine. And that kind of really what upset everybody else. Of course, you've seen the 14 here right up ahead. Now Ron is coming back up onto the track. Everybody was able to at least get it woed down, but going back up here to the 14 of Vicente Guerrero, he gets into the wall. And it was just kind of on from there here. The 78 and the 3 also going to get connected together. That is Alex Green. And I believe Christopher Jordan. Well, where is my 78? There he is. Yeah, 78 of Christopher Jordan. Yo, it looks like some net code there between them two. And then right here, the 108, it looks like the 15, the 48. And, man, it was just on from there. The 995, the 3 is going to get a little piece of it, it looks a lot. Oh, man. So, yeah, a lot of things happening at one time. So, you know, we try to look at everything that we can. But Jason Berg is still going to be our leader. All right, got more drivers coming down pit road. It looks like Ron out there. Let me see here. I got Dave Hunt. I've got Dave Hunt in the red Iron Man car. So, Ron, let me see what you're in. You're in the red Iron Man as well. Let me go ahead and refresh trading paints here and see if maybe it'll fix it. If not, then we'll just have to go with the flow here. But I do have Dave Hunt in the red Iron Man. I do have that, though, Ron. So. All right, I don't know if it'll fix it, but we gave it a shot. All right, it looks like it's still putting you, Ron, in the Iron Man car, so probably won't be able to do anything about that here tonight. However, lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to be going back green. Jason Berg, Gabe Butler, Scott Warren, Santo, Logston, Sanchez, Corbett English, Seabrands, and Spizen is going to be our top 10 here, coming to lap number 6. And the green's back out. Here we go. Back underway here tonight at Atlanta. Eric out there in chat finally decided to join us. Probably just got off work. All right, just kind of watching it here, folks. A lot of side-by-side. Not a whole lot. Ooh, looks like the 108 of Brett Wolf got a little squirrely there, but he's all right. A lot of blinking out here tonight. A lot of cars doing a lot of blinking. Looks like Ron's on the top side here. Right there with the 85 of Adam Kildale. Passing on the bottom. Alex Green also getting around. Going back up toward the front here, though. Side by side, side by side. No 3 wide yet. Whoa, no, we got the 81 going around. It looks like we're going to have another yellow. And there it is, right there. Let's go ahead and get up here on that number 81 machine of Dustin Logston here and find out what happened to Dustin. Wonder if he got tagged or if let's see here if he got tagged. It looks like the 9 coming up. Ooh. think they would have made contact either way, but that was Dwayne Corbett on the bottom here coming up. And right there, you can call it net code, but I think they would have touched either way. Rick Sanchez nowhere to go. He's going to get into the back of the 81. Then the 44 is going to get some of it. The 53 of Dave Hunt's going to get a piece of it. I believe the 44 of Anthony English also got in the mix here, as well as the 10. The 29 is going to get a piece right there on the bottom, and they were still wrecking back here. The 1548 also going to get a piece of the action. So another yellow out here tonight. Like I said, I think that might have been net code, but regardless, I think they would have touched. So looks like Jason Berg going to go ahead and continue to stay out. You can go ahead and ban him. Kyle out there, yowza. Yeah, you kind of walked into... we got a troll, and, you know, it's all right. We'll continue. We'll just keep banning them. So... right, Belva? Right? Hey, Steven. All right, lights are off. No, they don't. No, and it's that same person that, was starting, you know, issues, so... I'm not gonna have it. You know, if they want to continue to come in here and cause trouble, we'll just continue to ban them. So they can, they're hidden on the channel. They can type all they want. Yeah, it won't come through. Nobody will be able to see what they type. So they're just gonna be talking to themselves. So, but anyway, coming to lap number 12. Not starting out the way they wanted to here tonight for sure. Jason Berg gonna bring us back to the green here. Like Everett up there in second. Scott Warren has led a lap. So just a couple of leaders so far here early on. And the green is back out. Here we go. Back underway here. No, the 999. This is going to be a quick yellow. Looks like Everett Scott Norris gonna get tagged here. Did he come down? Ooh, Looks like right there, that was the 88 of Gabe Butler. And going into the corner here, and Gabe right there, 999, it looks like from that angle, just come right down into Gabe. Let's go ahead and get another look at this here. Looks like right there, yep. Looks like Everett Scott Norris just coming right down into Gabe Butler, not clearing right into the 9 of Dwayne Corbett. Dwayne's going to get, shot right up to the wall, the 906. Looks like the 18, oh my golly, the 18, the 8, the 51, the 108. Man, there was another big wreck. Man. Well, again, not the start they wanted to. Yep, right at the green, yep. No, it was another one. It was another wreck. They are folding. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on out here tonight. Rough start already. 3 yellows in the span of, 14 laps? So 8 laps, yeah. So, no, all you'd have to do, Steven, is just hang around, Adam Kilday. Just hang around Adam. You'd be all right. All right, well, remember, one fast repair here tonight, and a lot of drivers already having to use theirs. Dustin, Dallas, Rick, Anthony, Vicente, Dwayne Corbett's on pit road here. Joe Thompson already having to use their fast repair here tonight. That's why you get in front of Adam and make him push you. If you can't catch him, just let him push you. All right, Kyle Warren out there. Man, let's go, boys. Yeah, let's go. Like Scott Warren up front. There with Jason Berg. I think Jason is our leader. Scott's going to be on the outside, coming to the restart here, lap number 16. Yeah, I know. Yeah, right above tornado warnings. Yeah. All right, here we go. Rain's out. Jason's on the loud pedal. Back underway here tonight at Atlanta. Yeah, we got tornado warnings all around us here. Nothing on the ground, and I'm not worried about it. If it's gonna blow me away, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. The only thing I'd have to be worried about is the electricity going out. So, But it looks like right now there's 4 tornado warnings. Now it looks like 2 of them just dropped, so now there's 2 tornado warnings out. They're south of me, so we're all right. We get back here kind of a mid-pack here, just, you know, outside of the top 10. Rem Wyatt, Dallas Childers, Gabe Butler. Got Anthony English, Andrew Zanto, Vicente, Dwayne Corbett, Christopher Jordan, Nathan Warren. Got Nathan Warren, Scott Warren, and then Kyle. So, got a lot of Warrens in chat here tonight. Got one of them in chat, and then 2 of them on the track. So, Justin gonna lead his first lap here tonight. Side by side out of turn number 2. Can we get a couple of green flag stops in us tonight? Spread out that field a little bit. Guys are going to need to go a couple of laps, though, to get heat built up these tires. Figure out where they're wanting to be on the track. Of course, any sudden boom, any sudden checkup, definitely is going to cause a big problem here. But everybody everybody coming out of 2, okay, but up front, man, they got awfully squirrely for sure. We're going to be coming to lap number 21. That is actually going to put us at 100 to go here at the line. It's normal to run a little fever because your body's trying to heal itself. So even I ran a little bit of fever after my surgery. And, you know, mine was, you know, open heart. So over time, though, it'll be all right. Kind of going up through the field here, folks. Going back toward the field. We got one driver, though, that is a couple of laps down. That's Everett Scott Norris. He's 3 laps down. But everybody else, 33 drivers on the lead lap. Joe Thompson at the tail end of the field here, and I think that's probably the best spot to be in. Looks like another tornado warning just got issued. And they are popping left and right. It looks like this one's going to be over toward south of Clear Road, down south of Wright Town, south of Oak Grove. This one's actually, whoa, that tightened up really quick. I got it on my phone here, folks. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on it. That one's actually headed toward my fiance, to be honest with you. All right, still keeping an eye on that. Keeping an eye on the racetrack here, folks. Got a bit of 3 wide back here. That is going to be the 08 or the 8 of Stephen Miles out there on the outside. Yeah, I see it. sure she's paying attention, but I'll let her know. All right, I had to send my messages here. Got some movements going up and around here, folks. Sorry, got 900,000 things I'm doing at one time. Brent Wolf rolling in the 12th spot, started 21st. Rick Sanchez has got now a lap under his belt here tonight. Coming from ninth. Andrew Schroeder has got a couple of laps under his belt. Looks like we've got some drivers. Whoa, we got the nine spinning. Dwayne Corbin, yellow is out. And I believe we had some drivers going to start coming down pit road here too. And yeah, I think Dwayne was thinking he could get down to the bottom, or did he get tagged? We're going to find out here. Going to take a look. The 76 of Scott Warren was actually on the inside here. And Wayne did not get tagged. And I'm wondering, I think it might have been a combination of both. Dwayne coming down, and did the 76 come up? Let me get on Scott here, and if he did, it was very little. Yeah, he definitely did come up. 9 come down, 76 coming up a little bit, and that right there is what sent the 9 of Dwayne Corbin down onto the track and right up into traffic. I don't know. Oh, no, the 53 of Dave Hunt not going to be able to dodge it. He's going to get some contact there with Dwayne Corbin. All right, now everybody coming down pit road here. All right. Well, everybody off of pit road. Dave Butler, Jason Berg, John Spizek, Andrew Santos, Scott Warren, Brent Wolf, Rick Sanchez, Andrew Schroeder, Vicente Guerrero, Nathan Warren's going to round out our top 10 off of pit road. Dallas Childer, Dustin Logston. Oh, somebody falling back here. That is John Spizek. Having to fall back, it looks like. Like the yellow has been not extended, so we are going to be going back green. This coming up time by with Andrew Zonto, Gabe Butler. Going to be row 1 here, the OP Super Speedway Limited Series, round number 19, or season number 19, round number 4 here at Atlanta. I said that backwards. Sponsored by, of course, tonight by Batimus Prime himself, Batman, as everybody, knows him by. I've, called him many, many times, Mark Mann. And I don't think Mark made it in here. At least I don't see him. So, but, a big shout out to Mark Mann for sponsoring tonight's race. I thought he was in here. Am I blind? All right, well, here we go. Coming to lap 33 here, folks. Jesse out there in chat. How you doing, Jesse? Tornado on the ground in Van Buren. And we've got a yellow. Man. Looks like a Harold Rothery. Uh-oh, what happened to Harold? Right after the start, going into the corner. Looks like right there. Him and the 21 of Nick Wing gonna make contact. That's gonna spin to Harold. Harold's going to go right up onto the track and nowhere to go for Stevens in the 27. Got a T-bone the 18. And it looks like they were wrecking behind them too. Whitaker in the Cocoa Pebbles 906 machine. That is Ryan. Looks like he was slowing down and then got rear-ended by Spizek. And then Spizek's going to be able to get through, it looks like, but not after getting damaged there with Whitaker. I'm not showing anything on the coefficient, so I don't know. It's probably already lifted by now. All right, well, back under yellow here. Gabe Butler, Scott Warren, Zonto, Sanchez, Wolf, Guerrero, Schroeder, Nathan Warren, Logston, Childers, English, Sparks, Elliott, Bergeron, Kilday, Punt, White, Green, Crosby Sr., Bubba Winningham is our top 20 here. I don't know if anybody's going to come down pit road. They've been only out here showing 4 laps, but I don't think we're going to have anybody or much of anybody coming down. It doesn't look like it. We've got a few that is going to go ahead and, mosey them down pit road a little bit. But the lights are off on the pace truck here tonight. Gabe Butler, Scott Warren in control here. I don't know where Steven went. Might have. He might have went to bed. All right, well, East truck will dive back down to the safety of a pit road. Gabe Butler, Scott Warren up front. Gabe's on the loud pedal. Green is back out once again. And back underway here tonight at Atlanta. And a lot of movement, man. This tri-oval here at Atlanta is not easy. Anthony English kind of caught in the middle here, trying to find a good line to be in. You got the 81 of Dustin peeking on in the middle there, but not going to take any chances out of turn 2 and going to scream down into turn 3. It does not take long to get from one corner to the other. Still a long way to go. Oh, he went to relax? I got you. The battle up front. Battle for the lead. Rick Sanchez, Scott Moore, and Rick. Battle of the 76 has got some help with the 88 behind him. And it looks like that outside line is the preferred line. As we see the 14 all over the back of the 76. They don't watch it, as the 76 is going to be able to lead that lap. Back here to just right outside, inside of the top 15. Jerry Bergeron right here with the 53 of Dave Hunt, who has, not had a very good start tonight. Dave, he even already had to use his fast repair here tonight, so he is having to, pretty much be on his P's and Q's here this evening. Not dot all of his P's and cross all of his I's here for the rest of the race. Yes, y'all heard me correctly. Oh, no! We're going to have a wreck! Oh, the 108! The 108, Brett Wolf. This happened up toward the front here, too. Well, let's find out. Looks like the 48 of Schroeder was behind him. And I think, right there, Schroeder. Hard on the loud pedal as the 108 was coming up on the 06. The old 108 didn't want to get into the back of the 06. And, well, unfortunately, the 48 was right there and just waited at the last second. And that left front to the right rear ended up spinning the 108. Looks like the 16 also going to get a piece of it. The 81's going to get some of it. And they were still wrecking here. They were piling it up behind them. It looks like Dave Hunt once again going to get in the middle of this. The 3, the 81, 995, the 161, the 1, the 906, the 15, the 54. Oh, man. Might have been easier to go through who was not involved in that. Nevertheless, so though, man, oh man, already yellows out here tonight, plaguing them here in Atlanta. 6 yellows for it'll be 14 laps here as it updates. 13 laps. Man. Right? Eric, the first 6 cars. Right? Oh, man. I mean, you got 34 drivers, 34 trucks out here, and you can't really break away from one another. And definitely, man, it looks like Brett Wolf does have a black flag. I believe he will have to serve that under green unless it is a go to the end of the longest line, but we'll find out here as the lights are off on the pace truck once again. You know, still a long season to go, folks. I mean, nowhere near done with the season. I can go ahead and bring up, let y'all know what's coming up next. Of course, tonight at Atlanta. Next week, IRSS. Then Daytona Day, the new Daytona, and then Talladega. So round out June, and then we will be off the week of July the 1st, because July 4th actually falls on a Saturday. So we will not race July 4th. However, we will be back July 11th for the 08 of Daytona, then IRSS, then Atlanta, and then the 08 of Daytona again. Start off August and to finalize the regular season. So, you know, we still got a lot of races left even in the regular season, and a lot of races left still yet even in, you know, the season itself. So all right, back underway here, folks. I don't see Tim typing, so I don't know why you're saying hi. I don't see anything that Tim's typing. All right. Side by side all the way back to about Anthony English. Rick C. Brands coming up through here. Rick's trying to get back up toward the front. Started 6th, kind of running about 13th right now. But Jeff Crosby Sr. Hanging out right here at 14th. He started 20th. Jeff Crosby Sr. has had a good start to the season. Been very consistent. Just kind of, you know, doing his own thing. He is currently running in 7th in the point standings, currently running 14th on the track. So Jeff Crosby Sr. has been running strong here. Ron in that 031. Now I know that's the wrong paint, but it is showing 53, but it is not the 53. He is actually in the 031, so I'm not sure. It's got to be a hiccup on either my end or his end, one of the two. But he is coming up on the 53, just trying to get around the 9 right now of the Wayne Corbett, and he will do just that. So got a lot of action still back there and a lot of action still up front, though. Now, where is... There he is right here. Adam Kilday setting back in 32nd right now. Started 12th. Adam does have a fast repair, but I'm sure Adam is not wanting to use that early. And you can't rule out some more yellows out here tonight for sure as we hit lap number 50 as the 76, the 06, we are going to have another yellow. And I kind of called that one here. I spoke it into existence. Let's get on Scott Warren, and looks like there might have been... did the 06 get into the back of him first? Let's see here. Look at it here. We are on Scott. There's Zonto. Zonto is all over the tail end, but man, that was close. It looked like right there, Vicente and Scott just touched. That did end up getting Scott Warren all bent out of shape here, and nowhere to go really for Zonto. Zonto goes up high, and hell, it was kind of on from there. Zonto goes around. The 76 going to get tagged by Dwayne Corbett here as Dwayne comes around. And it looks like everybody, for the most part, didn't make it through. Somebody did hit the wall, though. All right, well, let's get back up to the front here. As looks like Jason Berg is going to stay out. Rick Sanchez is going to lead a group of them down pit road. I ain't worried about a flash flood warning. We were under flash flood warning earlier whenever it started raining. Well, maybe Towson Avenue anyway. All right, well, got drivers coming off of pit road here, and looks like John Spizek. Looks like several drivers stayed out. Looks like Berg, Spizek, and Schroeder all stayed out. So Rick Sanchez will be the first one off of pit road, followed by Gabe Butler, Anthony English, Harold Rothery, Ryan Whitaker, Rick Seabrans, Travis Elliott, Jeff Crosby Sr., Ron Dill, Sean Stevens, Dallas Childers, Bubba Winningham, Jerry Bergeron, Christopher Jordan, Joe Thompson looks like it's coming back down pit road. All right. He's gone. I'll keep on banning them. Dude, keep on. Keep creating them, man. I'll keep banning you, buddy. I ain't gonna put up with it. Dylan. Wrong type of fan there, bud. All right, 18 of you out there tuning in. And 5 likes. Smash the like button, folks, if you haven't done so already. All right, pace car, truck, van, SUV. It's a truck in this case. Pace truck will dive off to the safety of pit road. And here it goes. With Jason Berg, John Spizek up top. Be careful, guys. Y'all been out here a little longer than the rest of them, so just take it easier on that loud pedal and you'll be all right. Everybody giving everybody some room to get started here. Good job. John Spizek taking it down to the bottom here behind Jason Berg. Andrew Schroeder in tow. They're in third with 5. Oh, Rick Sanchez on the outside. Anthony English also out there. Abe Butler out down on the bottom. Looks like we also have the 906 up here. Ryan Whitaker, Harold Rothery, Travis Elliott, Rick Seabrands at the tail end of the front group. But look who's coming behind them. Dallas Childers, Jeff Crosby Sr., Ron Dill, Sean Stevens, Jerry Bergeron, Bubba Winningham, Christopher Jordan. All in a line and a coming. Then I'll ban him. I've already banned that other name. I banned his other name. I banned that name, and I'll just keep on banning. I don't have a problem with it. Whoa, no! Save it, 15. Jeff Crosby Sr. Good save there, buddy. We're going to go ahead and real quick get a little bit of a rewind on this. Right here, Jeff Crosby Sr. gets tagged a little bit. Does a very good job of saving that truck. And gets it back on the track. Unfortunately, he's going to lose a ton of spots. But good save, Jeff. Awesome job, buddy. I'm the only one that's got power to ban. Actually, Bud, you have the power to ban too. Just go to YouTube and sign in under the MaxspeedTV. Come back into chat, and there you go. Ban from there. But I can do it very quickly from here. So there is another guy, Alex Green, also since he is. Kind of an owner, I guess you could say, of MaxspeedTV in a way. He's actually fixing OP broadcasts. He actually would have the power to ban too if he was ever in the need to do so. So. Yeah. For sure. That's side-by-side going. Sanchez, English. English has led a couple of laps. Sanchez has led 7. Lap number 60 coming up, folks. Almost at the halfway mark here. Remember, 120 laps is our halfway mark. Or 120 laps is our race. Lap 61 would be considered our halfway mark. I think I can. I would just have to go in there and do it. Let me see what I can do. I can't do it from here. I'd have to go in and do it, so. Oh, I do got that power. And I have even banned one of my, years ago, when around the time I actually started doing this on my own, I actually had to ban one of the moderators for abusing the moderator power. So, I got the power. Kind of just watching it here, folks. Not a whole lot, a lot of side-by-side going on, but not a whole lot in a sense of any kind of three-wide action going on. Thank God, after, kind of what we've been going on out here tonight, we don't need no three-wide. They barely can go two-wide. I say that with respect. Been a lot of things going on out here tonight. Not sure what it is, but we don't need no through. Oh, we almost had a little incident up front here. That is the 54. Have a 54. It's supposed to be the 489. That is supposed to be a John Spizek there. 54 on the truck. Supposed to be in the 489. PG-13 and a half. Looks like Brett Wolf has taken his truck behind the wall. We have lost one driver out here tonight. And 3 wide. That is the 76 of Scott Warren on the outside. Making that third line work, but he is gonna have to be careful out of 2. They are still 3 wide. Alex Green caught up in the middle of this. Sean Stevens down on the bottom. Didn't I just say we didn't need to go 3 wide? Scott don't listen very well, does he? Yeah, you was here. Yeah, it stems from about a week ago is when all that took place. So, oh, the 10 blinking out. Childers. Got that blinking out there, buddy. Now, it looks like it probably will go to the east of you, Bub. It looks like there is some bad rotation just north of Charleston, so just keep an eye out on it. However, Dallas is going to have to watch that blinking because, man, he's got company all around him, and if he doesn't watch that blinking, then definitely could cause some bigger problems than what we've had out here tonight. Looks like Jason Berg down pit road. He's got a black flag. It looks like John Spizek's also down pit road. These guys have been out here about 26 laps, so they definitely are going to have to come down pit road. We've got Andrew Schroeder, he's been out here 27 laps. Everybody else has been out here anywhere between the 17 and 18 laps, so they can still go a pretty good distance, and it looks like Schroeder is going to come down pit road now. Remember, it looks like our pits is going to be somewhere between 20 and 25 laps. Now, these guys did stay out under caution. They didn't pit, so that does make sense for them to get a few more laps under green with the fuel, but still looking at about 20 to 25 laps, plus or minus 3 to 5 laps, depending on if they're saving any or not. Now they are gonna come in that window here at about a lap or two, and that window is gonna open for potential green flag pit stops. And we were almost there to see some earlier, and we had a yellow. That kind of ended that, right at the start of it. Hopefully we'll get a, green flag pit stop in here tonight. Get this field spread out a little bit. But right now, everybody, just turning down some laps. They are nose to tail and side by side all the way back to about, I would say, till about right here behind, about Joe Thompson. And about the top 22s right here together. So, Jeff Crosby Sr. leading a couple of guys back here. That beautiful red, white, and blue number 6 truck of Bubba Winningham. Let's go ahead and get a look at that here. The USA 250, July 4, 2026. Right here. That is a beautiful truck. That is outstanding. And I know they're going to be actually doing a race on July 4th, I believe. I believe. Don't quote me on it, but if that's the case, then we might try to do that. If not, then we'll see what happens. We'll see what I'm doing that night and go from there. But that is a beautiful truck. Love that truck. I'm a very, very big patriotic person. So, anytime I see red, white, and blue, I'm all for it. So I think Bubba stole the paint out here tonight. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hey, killing me, man. All right, single file pretty much on that bottom line. It looks like the 8 here, that is supposed to be the 08, 8, whatever. Stephen Miles right here. Nice to see Stephen back out on the track. And there was another guy that we haven't seen in a while too. Sean Stevens. Nice to see them two back out racing. Looks like we're going to have a big come down pit road here. Anthony English going to lead a group of them down. So green flag pit stops underway. Anthony English coming down. Rick Sanchez, Rick Seabrands, Ryan Whitaker, Scott Warren. Oh no, the 76 of Scott Warren. The 16 also having problems. Nathan Warren. Oh no! Scott Warren, Nathan Warren, both having issues on a pit road. Oh no! Nathan's gonna have to go all the way around. Oh, looks like Gabe Butler, Harold Rothery probably be coming down next. Stephen Miles and the rest of the group did come down here, and here comes Gabe Butler. Here comes Harold Rothery coming around the 16 here as well. So these guys making their pit stop, 78, 88, 98. Ooh. They cannot make it. They will have to pit at least one more time for sure. There. Well, if Stephen Steven was out here, I'm sure Steven would definitely race it. Is it the one that says to wreck and swerve? Is that the one you made for him? Stephen Miles. It looks like Gabe Butler still leading here, but you do have... Oh, no! We've got a car off in the grass here. That was Stephen Miles. No yellow. Just one car. Well, it looks like Gabe Butler, Rick Sanchez, Ryan Whitaker. They are going to come around Gabe Butler. And Rick's going to take over point here. Now, don't look now, but the 85 is up here in the top 10. We're going to go ahead and pick on him. Why not? Adam Kilday right here, looking to go 4 for 4. Setting himself up in a pretty good spot to do it as well. Coming up on Rick Seabrands here in that number 4. You also have the 44 of Anthony English. Boy, there's a lot of 4s in that. Right here, right up ahead there, just outside of the top 5. He is behind Andrew Zonto, who is behind Vicente. So, Rick Sanchez, though, leading the way with a 9:06 of Ryan Whitaker, lap number 80. All right, gonna go a little bit of single file here, somewhat. Also have the 90 up in the mix here. Now Ron Walters is a lap down, but you know, very easily could get his lap back. Ron is also a lap down. He just got around the other one. So Ron Deal, Ron Walters, both of these guys a lap down. They need a yellow or two to get back on the lead lap as long as they're not involved in it. It's an iRacing. Oh, okay. All right, still watching it. A lot of single file going on right now. Until you get back here around Dallas, Travis, Alex, Nick Wing. Got some side-by-side right back here. About the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th spot here this evening. Got another group right here. Oh, man. Dallas blinking out again. Alex Green's right behind him, too. So I'm sure Alex is aware of it. Ron Walter, Ron Dills, oh, they've been duking it out back here for 25th. These guys a lap down, you know, battling for that lucky dog just in case a yellow was to come out and they wasn't involved in it. They could get back on the lead lap. Ron's got some heavy some right of front damage on that car or truck. There it is right there. Yeah, the passenger side missing almost that whole wheel well there. So sure it is affecting the car or the truck. I'm sure it's affected the truck some. But no, nevertheless, he is doing what he's got to do to hang on to it. We're going to go back up front, though, coming to lap number 88 here. Speaking of the 88, Gabe Butler right there sitting in third. These guys are single file. Rick, Ryan, Gabe, Vicente, Andrew, Anthony, Rick Seabrands, Adam Kilday, the top 8 right here together. So, single file. Whoa, looks like the 06 of Zinto got on the apron a little bit. Losing a little bit of ground, going to lose some positions. He is going to fall back to the 8th spot. That's going to put Dallas Childers going to be coming up on him, but Dallas is a little bit far back, and about 5 seconds, almost said 5 minutes, but about 5 seconds back. Probably a good thing he's not 5 minutes back. One person is racing it. Oh, okay. New York minutes. Yeah, New York minutes. Yeah. 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 I just now come across my phone that we are under a flash flood warning, so that's a little late on that. Probably gonna need, I got a canoe back there. If I need it, I can use it. Got a hole in it, but you know. Like Jesse out there rooting on Whitaker and Childers. And Whitaker is sitting in second right now. And Childers is sitting in 9th at the moment. Looks like Jason Berg has got a black flag coming down pit road. Lap number 92. I think these guys are going to run as far as they can. Just to make sure they have enough. Remember, unlimited GWC attempts. Whoa, no, we've got one coming up on the track, the 54. That is going to change it. Oh, John Spizek. Supposed to be in the 489, but it looks like John Spizek. Oh, he was coming off of pit road. Oh, no. Come off of pit road. Clean tires. He got on the where it starts to break right there, go up the track, and it just broke loose on him and comes right up almost into the 06 of Zonto. And the yellow is out. Boy, I am sure John is not happy. But that's going to put us at lap 94. It'll be 95 here momentarily. Yellow out again here tonight. We're looking at the moment, 8 yellows for 18 laps, 27 laps to go still yet, 19 lead changes. And this is going to put them right there at that cusp of either having enough fuel or not enough fuel. I think if they save a lap, though, they will be able to make it. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, Eric. That's crazy. All right, well, coming off pit road first, Rick Sanchez, then Anthony English, then Vicente, then Adam Kilday, Travis Elliott, Ryan Whitaker, Gabe Butler, Rick Seabrands, Andrew Zonto, Joe Thompson, Dallas Childers. It looks like Alex Green. Well, I'm trying to see here who beat who off. It looks like the 10 did beat the 3 out. So Dallas Childers, Alex Green, Dave Hunt, Harold Rothery, Dick Wing, Sean Stevens, Andrew Schroeder. Got 2 Andrews in here. So Schroeder's back here. Zonto's up there. Okay. Christopher Jordan, Jerry Bergeron, and 4 Sparks. That is our top 20. Well, folks, this is going to be about 25 or so laps to go here. Lights are off on the pace truck. So one more look at it. It'll be 24 to go when we get green. I believe they will be able to make it under regulation. I don't think they will be able to go any type of GWC attempts, but then again, who knows? All right. Well, 7 likes out there, 21 of you out there tuning in. Can we hit 10, 15 likes before we are done here tonight? Do appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. A big shout out again to Mark Mann for sponsoring tonight's race. Could have sworn Mark Mann was in the race, but something might have come up. Lap 97 when we go green. Here we go. Pace car will dive down to the safety of pit road. And here we go. Green's back out. Good start there by Sanchez. Eric. Right. Anthony English on the outside. Look who's coming with him. The 85 of Adam Kilday. Taking over the lead. Adam not going anywhere as of yet. An 906 of Ryan Whitaker up top side with a 4 of Rick Seabrands. Across the stripe we go. Lap 99. We are watching not only the front, but everybody. I'm watching them in my timing screen here, folks. So, whoa, looks like Sanchez moved it way down to the bottom. As the 14 of Vicente Guerrero right behind him. Next time by, though, folks, here at the stripe will be 20 to go. 20 laps remain here tonight. Oh, Scott Warren having some problems. No yellow, though. Lot of laps still left here, though, folks. A lot can happen in 19 laps. Gotta watch Zonto. He was peaking there. I would not go 3 wide yet. At some point, though, you've got to go. All the way back to the tail end here, the 27 of Sean Stevens, the top 16 right here together. Stephen Miles leading this group with Nick Wing, Christopher Jordan, Andrew Schroeder, Bubba Winningham. But up front is where we're at. Don't worry, I have not forgot about everybody else. Belva. Rick Seabrand's going to the bottom. He's making that bottom line work. Here comes the 29 of Joe. He's going to the bottom. Oh, the 29. Joe. Joe's going to lose spots. No yellow. Everybody stays straight. We stay green. Battle for the lead. The 4 and the 44. Greg Seabrands, Anthony English, Alex Green, Adam Kilday, Ryan Whitaker, Santo, Childers, Sparks, Sanchez, Butler, Guerrero, Rothery, Stevens, Jerry. All in the mix. Top 14 right here, bumper to bumper. We got Doran. Seabrands leading a lap. Whoa, what a move by Adam to go to the bottom. Wow. Leaving Anthony out there. Seabrands. 13 to go. A spooter and a spotter, huh? I killed a spooter. I killed a spooter. I don't know, but Adam's driving, man. He's something else. 12 laps to go. A lot can happen in 12 laps. Scott Warren has a black flag. Jeff Crosby Sr. has a black flag. Looks like Senior is coming back down pit road here. Anthony English. 11 laps to go. It'll be about 26 laps on this run. Of course, if you're out front, you're burning up fuel. So I hope they are aware of their fuel load here. Oh, Adam Kildare, Rick Sanchez, even Rick Seabrands, and a few of the other guys. Rick Sanchez, you know, these guys, they were able to get in line, you know, draft. Here comes Stephen Miles up to the outside, taking it 3 wide. He's wanting to get up front. Now, I say leading laps is important, but leading the final lap is the most important lap, and he's got help. Or he did have help. Rewind. Oh, it got a little tight. Oh, we got him wrecking. Are they going to be able to save it? No yellow yet. We stay green. No, that sent several drivers toward the back. Remember, under 10 to go is on iRacing. They do not throw the yellow. iRacing doesn't deem it a caution, and they don't throw it. Rick Seabrands, Rick Sanchez, a battle of the Ricks up front. Dallas Childers, Anthony English, Adam Kildare, Andrew Santos, Stephen Miles, Vicente, Gabe, and John. Harold Rothery, 7 to go, 6 to go at the line. Three wide again. D8. Yole, whatever it is. Stephen Miles, we know the name. That's all we care about. On the outside. Trying to pick them off one by one. Running out of laps, though. Battle still up front between the Ricks. And, well, Anthony English, Dallas Childers here, too. Five to go. We get to the white flag, but who's counting? Four and five are rigs. Yes, can't make that up. Nope. You definitely can't. Right now, the four is leading the way. 3 to go. Coming to 2 to go next time by. We are keeping an eye out, though, on Adam to see if Adam does make any type of move up toward the front. At the moment, he's not. Rick Seabrands coming to the stripe. 2 to go. Gotta make it back around to the white flag. We cannot have a yellow now. We get a yellow, we'll be in GWC at 10. We've got to get to the white flag. Half a track left to go. Down into 3. Coming to the white flag. Here we go. White flag in the air. One more time around. Here we go, folks. It's go time. You gotta go now. Gabe Butler on the outside with a 44 of Anthony English. Rick and Rick on the bottom. They're wrecking behind them. Coming to the stripe. Anthony pulling back. Gabe Butler out front on the outside. Adam Kilday coming to the stripe. It's gonna be Gabe Butler grabbing the win out here tonight, knocking out Adam Kilday into his streak. Adam will finish in second, 83 thousandths of a second behind, or beside, I should say, of Gabe Butler. And Vicente Guerrero will round out the top 3 here tonight. What a win here for Gabe Butler. All right, well, we'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Talk to Vicente, talk to Adam, talk to Gabe here tonight, and figure out what happened out here tonight, and of course talk about the end of the race here this evening. All righty, folks, well, give me just a few seconds. I'll get them up here. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, caught up with the top 3 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up that number 14 up here with us. Vicente, man, P3 out here tonight, but man, talk about it. It was kind of a rough start out here this evening, but, you guys got it under control, after the halfway mark. Got some green flag stops in. I know you were caught up in a few incidents yourself, but was, able to pull out a top 3 here tonight. But man, talk about the race in the new Atlanta, the track conditions, the amount of trucks we had out here tonight, and how you was able to battle there to, pull out that top 3 finish.
Um, the first part of the race, I want to forget about it. There was there was some sort of checkup there, and tell you the truth, I don't know if it was because the winds here at the track tonight, the track temperature, or the track setup. But man, I mean, the truck just got loose on me, and I didn't want to go back in the field, so I just pointed it back to the wall, and I actually had to take a fast repair there. I think I was the first one. I brought out the first caution tonight, so it wasn't a really good start there. I didn't really get too much practice in tonight, but yeah, definitely the truck was a handful tonight. So it just needed a. I think the best thing was for me at that point was to take my fast repair, get used to the truck, and see what it does. If taking lefts was better for the truck or rights, to tighten it up at least to give it a little bit more, to my liking at least. Um, but yeah, man, it was a battle. Getting through the pack and just trying to we had a green flag there, pit stop, so it was good. And they're at the last pit cycle or the last caution that came out. We just had enough to make it there to the end. So I at the end, I took right sides, but um, I almost needed to because my tires were like at 80 something percent on my rights, but the truck, I didn't like the way it felt with just taking rights. Uh, I liked it better when it was just taking less, but I was there in a hard spot where I didn't try it all night long to take rights and see how it felt. So I was just trying to hang on to the truck. It didn't want to wash up to the top lane, and there was a car up there. I think it was Miles making his way on the outside. Man, he could sure ring ride that thing around the track there, and I thought he had something for everybody. But I don't know what happened to him. But man, um, it was a tough battle tonight. It was more like racing the truck than it was racing the track. Um, so, I mean, I was lucky enough to get third place tonight and get a podium. I'll take it any day here with this deal.
Yeah, definitely so. Good points not coming in, going into the next round, which will be round number 5 next week. But yeah, you guys had to fight it all night long here this evening. I'm not going to keep you. I know it was a rough night for you. But next week, IRSS, bigger track. A lot can happen there. Of course, a lot of banking. What do having a little bit of momentum going into IRSS? How you feeling?
Good, like any other week. I always feel good coming into the races, racing here with these guys, and it doesn't really matter as far as the car. I mean, we all have to adapt. So yeah, I'm feeling good for next week.
All right, Vicente. Well, awesome job on the P3 out here tonight, buddy. Go get them. Of course, tomorrow night, CFM Monday starts the premiere, so we got a lot more racing going on here. But go get them next week at IRSS. We'll see what happens there. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud.
Thank you. I want to thank you for broadcasting tonight. Area 51 for putting on their league and all their admins, all the drivers that participated tonight. Dwayne and Kilday, I was racing with them tonight. I want to thank them, and I want to thank my mom and dad out in Arizona. Love you guys. Dad, I hope this was a better finish for you than last night or Thursday. I forget. I want to forget that one real quick.
Right?
He wasn't too happy after that race. But yeah, I just wanted to give him something to watch tonight. So hopefully you like it, Dad. I want to thank my mom. I mean my wife for letting me do what I do here, and can't forget Vince Service and Repair on the truck.
All right, yeah. I was wondering what the VS and R was, but I remember been service and repair. Got
Yeah,
it.
I just thought I thought it was I might be going that way, be less, like Vince Service and Repair, it's VSNR. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it works
Looks
out.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good. It's sharp. I like it.
Yeah.
So, all
All
right, Vicente, go celebrate P3. We'll see you next week, bud. Awesome job.
right. See you. Thanks.
See ya. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to our P2 finisher. But, Adam, you cannot take away, the past 3 races, man. And, a solid performance from you here tonight, man. 3 in a row to open up the season. You almost had another one here tonight. But, man, talk about it. It was a rough start out here for everybody out on the track. But, yeah, you were able to do what Adam does out here tonight. And, get it up toward the front and battle for the win. And, we got to hear from you the ups and downs and, what it took out there this evening, bud. Awesome job.
Uh, I mean, shoot, at that last green flag stop we had, um, I'm just cruising for the first few laps. It looked like it was going to be a pretty comfortable one-stop race, but as we were ticking more laps after that last stop, it was showing more short. So I was looking at my win numbers, and it was showing either it was short as a second car by 0.3 laps, or if I would have cycled to the lead, I don't know what it would have been. But I'm not sure. So I just had to ride around and save that last 15 lap, 20 lap run, while also trying to maintain track position.
Yeah.
Because if a yellow flew, I dropped back like 5-8 spots. Everyone else can now make it up in the front, and I just lost all them positions. So it's like you flip a coin on what you wanted to do, and I guess you stick with that. So we, I don't know. I guess I kind of played it more evenly on both strategies. When I dropped to the back, I was third in line for a while. I think that ended up saving me just enough for the end, and then some. Uh, Vince ended up running out before me a little bit after the checker, but no, it was a good run. We finished P2. We had a Vince was there behind me, and I'm pretty positive if I make a move or something at the end, he was gonna maybe push me to another win there. But yeah, I probably gotta shout out him again for working with me there. But I was more than willing to help and probably pay back a favor to Gabe from the first race of the season. He helped me quite a bit that first race. We ran well when it was me, Gabe, Hunter, and Jimmy in round one. But it's super cool to see Gabe come out with it. He crushed the 3-race win streak, so he's got it now.
Yeah.
Maybe he could get 2 more and maybe a third and go on a 4-race win streak. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. So, you can't take away what you've done already this season. 3 wins in a row to open it up. Coming in, of course, I would assume you're going to be continuing to be the points leader, 141 points ahead there. Rick Sanchez at 113. So, he's right up there with you, and he finished top 5 or top 6. So, he's still got a good points night, and he's still right there with you as well. So, a lot of drivers needing points out here that got them, and of course, you grabbing more points to go along. With what you already got, but the season's still continuing next week. IRSS for round number 5. How do you feel about IRSS?
Oh boy, I don't think I did the trucks yet. The new trucks, that is, at that track. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we might see a return of the old IRSS I remember from back in late 2022, early 2023, where maybe the second lane could probably roll even the third lane with how strong the side draft is now. But I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. But yeah.
All righty, Adam. Well, awesome job out here tonight, P2, buddy. I know you got a few final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give. So I'll turn the mic over to you, bud, before you go celebrate. Awesome job.
Yeah, we'll do shout out to OP Unlimited Series Saturday. The admins that run this racing night. It's more so one of the chill nights out of the week. And, with it being the trucks, it's more of a comfortable ride too, now that the trucks are back. So shout out to the league. Shout out to the guys in Discord tonight. Vicente Guerrero and Dwayne Corbett. Dwayne had a rough start to his race. He got caught up in a few wrecks and had to burn his fast repair and his backup car pretty early on. But shout out to those guys. And yeah, we'll do shout out to Gabe on the win again, and MaxspeedTV on YouTube for the broadcast, and Joshua Medlock as the commentary. So that is much appreciated as well, mate.
Much appreciated to y'all. Of course, without y'all, there'd be no us. So, a lot can go behind that saying. So, alrighty, Adam, we'll go celebrate your P2 out here tonight, buddy. We don't see you tomorrow night. Monday night, the Premier Series fires up. So, hopefully, we'll see you then. If not, Thursday. If not, Saturday. So, regardless, a lot of racing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. So,
Yeah.
well, you take it easy, man.
You too, Adam. Go celebrate, buddy.
Right on.
Right on. Yep. All right. Well, that is Adam Kilday. Well, let's get to our winner out here tonight, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Gabe pulling out the win by 83 thousandths of a second. Right there with, well, you know who it is, Adam Kildare, man. But you ended it. You ended his streak. So awesome win out here tonight, buddy. Yeah, you kind of needed the points here. I mean, I know you top 10, but definitely needed the points still for sure, man. Talk about it. It was a rough start, but everybody was able to get it under control out here tonight and, get some green flag stops in. And, talk about the racing, man, the struggles that y'all maybe had to go through.
Yeah, it was pretty rough there at the beginning. A lot of cautions the first number of laps there, which was unfortunate. But as the race wore on and people started to get a handle on the truck, it ended up being a pretty good second half of the race there. We got some green flag pit stops in, and people had to make decisions on right sides, left sides, for whatever. And then that final caution came out, and I had taken 4. And I was saving gas the whole time in that last run, and I think it was about 5 to go. I knew I had enough to get to the end, but I was concerned about Anthony there. He did run out in front of me, but he did a hell of a job getting off the track, and I got a great push there at the end from Adam. And yeah, I kind of feel I feel good about winning, but I feel bad about breaking his winning streak there. But I'll get over it.
Hey, well, I mean, you got to. I mean, you're out here to race and get points too. So, but, let's kind of talk about what was going on down there early. Was it nerves? Was it race jitters? Was it the track conditions? Kind of give your take on maybe what was going on down there on the track.
I just think some people are not used to this track yet. They're not comfortable with it, and that tri-oval was like really tough tonight in this particular setup. If you moved a wheel at all, the truck wanted to get away from you, so there's a lot of people fighting that. So there was definitely a couple issues there, unfamiliarity with the track, and truck been a little bit unstable. But other than that, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was great racing overall. I mean, once we got through, a couple of green flag pit stops, and even before that, even when we, the yellows were coming out, there was still some good battles down there. We had some drivers, a couple of drivers that I hadn't seen in a while. Sean Stevens being one of them, Stephen Miles. I haven't seen them two in a while. They were going, 3 wide. I mean, I know at a certain point in the race, you've got to just go, but, it's nice to see them back out onto the track, burning it up with you guys out here tonight. Sean finishing 4th. But, at a certain point, you just got to go. And on lap 1 is not go time,
Well, yeah, I mean, that stands true for every race. But, yeah, it was good to see those guys back on track again. I didn't even know Steven was in the damn race till I seen the 8 car up in the 3rd lane blowing by people coming down to the end there. And I'm like, where the hell did he come from? And so, yeah. But like I said, Jazz, it's good to see some of these guys back here. And it's good to see some new guys in here, too.
Yeah,
It always helps the league.
Yeah, got a good group out here. Of course, still some jitters going on down there on the track, but hey, it's racing. It happens. But round number 4 is out of the books here. Round number 5 next week. IRSS. Going to a track like Atlanta to a track like IRSS. 2 totally different animals. With some momentum going into IRSS, how you feeling? What do you like or dislike about the track? And what do you got going into it, buddy?
I mean, personally, I like the track. There's a lot of people that hate it. I mean, I like it. I've raced it a lot, and so I know iRacing has improved their truck setup for that particular track. So hopefully, it'll be a good race. I mean, there's plenty of space. You just you just got to be careful going into the corners, man. Just hold your line, because you go over those bumps every time you enter a corner. And then on exit, you got another bump, so you just got to get really used to that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, if you miss your entry, you're going to wash up the track and kill everybody. So, I mean, people really need to get into practice early if they're not used to that track, and get some pit parties going, and, try and get a handle on it. hopefully. But I like that track.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good track. So, we'll find out what happens, going into next week. Of course, awesome win out here tonight. We got CFM tomorrow night. Then the Premier Series for OP starts Monday, of course, right here on MaxspeedTV. So, we got still a lot of racing to go, Gabe. So, awesome job out here tonight. I know you got a few final thought shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory. So, I'll turn the mic back over to you, bud.
Brother, well, yeah, thanks to all the drivers for coming out tonight. OP for putting on this league. Congratulations. I think this is 8 years they've been going, so it's probably one of the longer running leagues in all of iRacing. Of course, yourself, buddy, up there in the booth, and Max Speed TV. Appreciate you guys as always, and congratulations to Vince and Adam there on a podium finish, and special thank you to Adam there for giving me a bump, getting me over the finish line.
All righty, Gabe. We'll go celebrate your victory out here tonight, buddy. We will see you. If we don't see you tomorrow night, probably see you Monday. If not, we'll definitely see you next Saturday for sure. So, I can't remember from day to day which night everybody races on. So, we'll see you when we see you, Gabe. Awesome win out here tonight, buddy.
All right, brother. Thanks, man.
Thank you. All right, well, that was Gabe Butler down there grabbing the win out here tonight, ending Adams' 3-win streak. But let's get down here to the unofficial results. Of course, pending any admin stuff they have to do here tonight. So this is unofficial. Gabe Butler grabbing the win out here tonight with Adam Kilday grabbing a P2 in here this evening. Vicente in third, Sean Stevens fourth, Rick Seabrand's fifth, Rick Sanchez in sixth, Forrest Sparks seventh, Andrew Zato in eighth, Harold Rothery in ninth, and Joe Thompson 10th, Christopher Jordan in 11th, Bubba Winningham in 12th, Anthony English 13th, Andrew Schroeder 14th, Jerry Bergeron 15th, Dallas Childers 16th, Ryan Whitaker 17th, Alex Green in 18th, Dave Hunt 19th, and Stephen Miles in 20th. Nick Wayne 21st, Travis Elliott 22nd, Ron Dill 23rd, Ron Walters 24th, Jeff Crosby Sr. 25th, Dwayne Corbett 26th, Everett Norris 27th, Scott Warren 28th, John Spizek 29th, and Jason Berg 30th, Nathan 31st, Rem Wyatt 32nd, Dustin Loxton 33rd, Brett Wolf in 34th. But again, our winner out here tonight, Gabe Butler, round number 4 of the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series. Tomorrow night, CFM right here on MaxspeedTV, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. You don't want to miss it. In chat, moderators gonna be moderating, and of course, me gonna be broadcasting. But yeah, I think it is going to be. I think it's going to be a good race tomorrow night, and of course, the Premier Series for OP starts Monday right here on MaxspeedTV, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central as well. But until next time, stay safe. Thank you all, folks, and have a good night.